you again, candidates. For the mayors, we have another question for you. Most of the time, it is the mayor's position that helps develop economic development plans. Then he brings it to the city council. How would you, and I know we've got one mayor who's, of course we have our mayor here, who's been implementing this, but what would be your plans for the future for economic growth in Herriman, and what do you feel we should be doing differently in 2010 and beyond? Thank you. Sorry, Josh, you get to start this time.
Okay, as far as economic development goes, the important thing is that we have to develop strategically. And what we have to do is go out and decide what our competitive advantage is, right? And compete on that level. We need to look, we can't just go and build a district right over here and expect that to compete, okay? What we've got to do is go and find out, okay, what will compete on what level and bring that type of business here. I use an example of, say, an R.C. Willey furniture store, okay? We can't throw in a district, but if we threw in a furniture store, a store that's not in Bluffdale, not in South Jordan, not in Riverton, then we would draw people out to Herriman to spend their money, okay? And if we throw in a district, then we're going to compete with the district for the same dollars, okay? And they're going to be bigger and better for the time being, and we're just not going to be able to compete at that level. So we're going to have to go out and strategically pick out businesses that neighboring cities don't have and bring those into Herriman to compete on a different level, on a different playing field, and win. Okay, so that's my plan for strategic economic development. Okay, I just want to address a couple of questions that the city council has had the opportunity to address. First is how to find out from the citizens. What I've done on my website, I don't know if you guys saw out in the foyer area, there's these little invitations. And what they are, it's an invitation to go to my website, millsformayor.com, and complete a 10-question survey, okay, about what you want out of Herriman City government. And what I will do is, as mayor, I will continue when issues come up, and I will email the survey out to you as an individual wanting to know information from you as a resident, okay? I want my voice to be heard. You want your voice to be heard. Let's get our voices heard. Go fill out the survey right now about what you want, and then in the future, when there is a change, we can go and voice our opinion all the time. Not all of us can make it to every city council meeting, okay? We have kids' baseball games, we have kids' basketball games, school plays, all types of things going on. These are things that the city needs to push out toward us. We need to have our voices heard, and they need to, we need to be able to comment and have our comments heard all the time. And I ask for your support and your vote in November.
I don't think there's any question that economic development isn't a primary objective of anybody who serves in city government today. One of our most pressing needs is to build our commercial and retail tax base, because that's the surest way we have to protect our level of taxation and the fees that it takes to deliver municipal services. Economic development just doesn't happen, and so I'd like to just address two or three things that I think are important. Number one, you have to have a little experience in the process. Jerry Walker talked about the process. There is criteria that that the investors use to determine whether they're going to locate in our city or in any other city. And if we don't understand that process and understand the criteria, we're not going to be very successful in attracting business here. One of those processes, two of those key factors are rooftops, how many people are going to be served, and access, and Jerry talked about them. Today in Herriman, we're primed to take advantage of the wonderful opportunity that is being presented to us by the construction of the roadway in the Mountain View corridor. For the first time, we will have good access on a primary transportation corridor, and that will open the doors for more investment than we've been able to attract. There will be more reason to attract, and that will fit one of the criteria that is necessary for economic development. So we're really on the verge of some opportunity with the town center, with the coming of the roadway, and with the number of people that we have some great opportunities. We will invest in our time and our effort and our resources to get the demographic information that we have out, to meet with people, and to attract the kind of people that we have here, or the kind of people that we want here. I'd like to just end by saying experiences returns dividends, and one example that we can use for that is the J.L. Sorensen Rec Center. That rec center is being constructed in Herriman because of calculated and designed effort to get it located in Herriman. Not only is it being located in Herriman, it's being built to a higher degree of standard. There will be more amenities, there will be more services in this rec center than any rec center in Salt Lake County. And why did that happen? Because the resources that were available through the ZAP funding and the county funding was not sufficient to really provide all that was necessary. We went and enhanced that funding through the relationships and the contacts that we've established. We will have the finest rec center in the area. That's how you get economic development, is by working the contacts that we have. We have been successful. We hope that we will continue to be successful. So now's not the time to change. Now's the time to continue and build on the success that we have.